Hello, thank you for tuning in. For this selection, readings, the tarot cards I'm going to use are Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. At the top here is the website. I think his name is there too. usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. In case I didn't leave that up long enough, there's Ciro. Okay, and for the Oracle cards, your Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back here is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. Hopefully that's in focus. And I can give you the rest of the information if you're interested. And I use dice. The dice I use are they're Dungeons and Dragons dice. That's from Amazon.com. I use the 20-sided dice for the major arcana, which obviously does omit 21, but still, I use it. And for the minor arcana, I use the 4-sided dice to choose the element, and then the 12-sided dice for like which number, and it goes up to knight. It excludes queen and king, but I roll with it either way, in case you're wondering. All right, with that being said, thank you, and on to your reading. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we got for you? Already shuffled. I don't think I mentioned that in any of the other ones, but I did. One. Interesting. Okay, so you got the Strength card at the top here with the Goddess card, which is kind of like the current energy, which makes me feel like I'm aggravated with this situation. Sometimes the Strength card is a Leo card. Doesn't mean you have to be dealing with a Leo, but there's this energy of like, you know, things like somebody's not thinking out what they're doing. And they're constantly doing this and that. They're not thinking things out the way you would like them to, and you're not happy with it. There could be a few other people going on here. Okay, the Emperor comes in twice. It comes in on the dice, and you're going to see it in the future here. Somebody new came into this situation, and it was good for a while. They have a brutal nature about them that you kind of like. Do you see eye to eye with them? Sometimes. It's workable. Whatever this is, I keep thinking it's workable. Sometimes it's okay. Other times it's kind of like, I see where they're coming from. You might think they're a little bit too emotional. They might not be your flavor. Sometimes the Death card talks about Scorpio. It doesn't mean you have to be dealing with a Scorpio, but it's a very powerful card. They lead with emotion. Aquarius leads with intellect. That's just how... I don't think either are wrong. It just depends on how you live your life. Life is about experiences. Both of the way you guys live create experiences. You do actually... I feel like even though you don't like the choices, you do like the person. I feel like I believe in the person. I believe in them. For whatever reason, like, I feel like maybe they have my back. I think it's kind of that. They have my back. They'll do what they think is right. I know that. But they won't be looking to stab me in the back. They'll be looking out for me. And they'll do what they think is right. I believe in that. Do they do what you think is right? That's a whole other story. But it's not malicious. I don't feel any malicious here. And I do feel like you try to balance it out as much as you can. This might be one of the things that causes the frustration. Because you try to balance it out, and you're not really like, you know, like, I don't think that was thought out correctly, but they did what they did. And I don't want to create an issue with this person, because we are on good terms, and I want to stay there. You also know that this person, that Death card, Scorpio, doesn't have to mean you're dealing with a Scorpio, but they remember. Like if they feel slighted or they feel like they were like you went a different direction, like you didn't back them up, they will never forget it. And I think you know that right off the bat. I think you've seen it, you know it. You're like, nope, I gotta be careful. I know how to work this. I know how to maneuver it. I just gotta like watch my P's and Q's with this one. I know how to do this. I can do this. And you do like them. I haven't shown this, but you do like them. You probably keep it more to yourself how much you actually do like them, but you do like them. Probably keep it more to yourself. The situation coming in, I feel like you're just going through the motions like you need to. You're feeling like I got to do it the way I got to do it. It's working out. It's not the best, not the worst. And overall, you're going to be taken care of. And overall, the situation will be okay. Doesn't mean it's working out the way you want it to, but it'll be okay. It's not worth causing an issue over. It's one of those things. All right, so we got something coming up. Okay, shock of lifetime. Temperance, half in, half out. 6 of Swords reverse. Something we can't get out of. Something that has to be done. There's something that has to be addressed. Somebody, like, they're not doing what they're supposed to. They're doing something, but not what they're supposed to. It has to be addressed. I think it depends on what you're dealing with, because I'm looking for more details or something in that. I just get that somebody, like, I feel what's really going on here is that they're overwhelmed. So, for example, if this was a work situation, you're working with somebody, maybe you're working with another department, and they're getting stuff done, but, like, it's not getting done right, and it's causing you issue. And it has to be addressed, because this is, like, we can't keep doing it. It's almost like if you're having something sent out, like somebody's ordering something, you're sending down the order, they're sending things out, but not what you asked them to. So it's like, oh, we can't have that. We can't have that. There's somebody here who's very overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed. They're not purposely causing issue. I almost feel like somebody's like working 2 jobs or something. And it's like they're literally only sleeping an hour to 2 hours a night, which is not good. So they're screwing things up. They're not trying to, but they're screwing things up. What they're saying don't do, because I got the Emperor dice on this before. Don't let whoever this person is, they don't have to be a Scorpio. I feel like I have to keep saying that. I mean, this is kind of, the Emperor is sometimes Aries. Not that you're dealing with either, but don't let this person go and sort that out. Don't let that person be the one that does it. You can go in there, you can make this resolve. We need intellect. We don't need brute force. And I feel like this other energy is more brute force. Like, you're screwing this up, blah, blah, blah. That energy, both of those cards, they can be more brutal force. They can be gentle, but if they don't feel like it's necessary, if they feel like people deserve what they get, they can be very brutal. Your energy can go in there and figure it out. You'd be like, all right, let me see if this is warranted or not. Why is this happening? What's going on? Let's figure it out. If warranted, you can be strong and you can be very brutal if you decide so. Aquarius can pull that out if they want to. I don't know if the Aquarius usually does. I feel like you kind of take a different route usually, but you can if you want to. They're saying go this route. You need to be the one figuring this out. You need to try to get in front of it and sort it out. If you do, I feel like this person will remember you. You gain another ally. The situation works out better, and you gain another ally. We're gearing this towards your benefit, so I don't know what. Well, all right. What happens if Aquarius doesn't? I cringe at this. 5 of Cups, half in, half out. The Death card reversed. There's problems. There's going to be problems. The Death card reversed, especially in this reading. It's not going to fix whatever's going on here. It actually could make it worse down the line. I don't think we're going to get a resolution. I feel like we're going to just kind of Band-Aid fix it, and then it's not going to fix the problem. It's not. I cringe at that version. I really do. I don't know. I feel like we'll get a temporary, like, things are going correctly, and then it's going to be 3 times as worse later. So I wouldn't do that. If you can avoid it, I would say don't do that. You got to make your own decision. I just cringe at this other version. Anyway, one way or another, you will find peace with it. It's just you can get there sooner rather than later, and there can be less fallout by you handling it. Less fallout, which I do feel like benefits you directly. So go towards that. It's more peaceful for you to be the one who works it out. What are we talking about here? Truth will come out. The truth will come out anyway. This is it the 6? That's the 5. The 5 of Pentacles is like being on the outside, but I'm getting like the truth will come out, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. You're not going to have any control over that. Like the 5 of Pentacles is being left on the outside usually. The truth will come out, and you're not going to have any say over it. Which includes like when things were going wrong, who gave this person a hard time or who moved forward and tried to help them. The truth will come out either way. So if you're the one that goes and helps them, I don't think you're looking for kudos on that, but you will get kudos on that. If you're not, and somebody else goes forward and rips them apart and makes things worse, that will also come to light, and that will cause its own problems. It will balance out, and I feel like when I see this 5 of Pentacles, it's like you don't have any say over how that comes out. It just comes out. What's that? I see something good over here, but how does that apply to this situation for Aquarius? 8 of Cups reversed. So that holding on to something. And then the Emperor reversed. I know you like this person. I feel like if this reading is hitting, you do like this person, but they're going to have issues later on down the road. With the 8 of Cups reversed, I don't think they're leaving, but I feel like they're going to have a really bad moment. There's something coming for them. There's problems coming for them. Talk to them on the side. Try to be a silent helper and try to kind of... That energy I feel like is going to be okay if they have like a quiet support. But try to keep it... Try to help them behind the scenes. Try to keep it very private. Something's going to happen with them. They're going to have a rough time. There's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, that death card. They gave me a hard time and this and that. There's going to be a lot of communication going back and forth that can't be undone. Take that with a grain of salt. I just keep getting that it can't be undone, whatever that means. I feel like what they're saying is like, just see it for what it is and just be careful how involved you get with that. Even though you like them, there could be some big problems that come in with that person. I feel like this person might have a really bad moment in the future, and they might... We all have our bad moments, you know what I mean? It's human. We all have them. But when they have their bad moment, you don't need to go down with them. It's just what I'm saying. Because I feel like they're going to have a really bad moment. Just be aware of it. Maybe, distance yourself a little bit more. Just a little bit. Nothing, insulting. Not in an insulting way, but just kind of like, okay, you're going to do what you're going to do. You're empowered to do that. I just don't want to be caught in the crossfire. They're going to have a moment. It's coming within the next 2 or 3 months, by the way. So if this reading is hitting... This part is going to happen within the next 2 or 3 months. So they're just giving you a heads up about that. That's coming too. Even though you like them, you're not going to be able to protect them. You could be dragged down with them, though. Be careful. Anything else? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.